W's and L's, the weekly recap show where we give a dub to the things that we like and an L to the things that we don't. Because Marcus is sick, I will be nice enough to allow him to go second. I think he just faked that call.
That was set up.
Because I think it's my third week going first. I'm just saying. Okay, so we've got some good news coming, I think, because again, I feel like Drake doesn't have a case here, but the hearing dates are set for his court motions, I guess. So for the legal filing against UMG and Spotify, it's set to be heard on January 16th. So the thing that Pam Entertainment said about the holidays playing a factor into the situation is true. They're going to punt it until after the holidays, and we'll get some sort of hearing after that for that one specific lawsuit. I think that's the defamation one, if I'm not mistaken.
Shout out to Pam for the call there.
Absolutely. And then, I'm sorry, that's the first one. That's the pre-action. No. The pre-action petition specifically against UMG and iHeartRadio will be heard on December 19th. So that one will be before the holidays. But the one I think about the defamation, one of them is December 19th and one of them is January 16th. So yeah, if you haven't seen our video with Pam Entertainment, make sure you check that out. Obviously, after you see this video, a lot of good information that Pam Entertainment gave to us. So once again, shout out to her. But yes, the dates are set in place, and I'm excited to see if we were right all along, which, got to be honest with you, at this point in time, I believe we were. My first L is going to the decided end of a run for an influencer that we've talked at this point ad nauseum about on this podcast, and that is one Hawk Tuah Girl. Hawk Tuah Girl has unfortunately been involved in a crypto scam. And to further explain, I have some tweets here to show you guys about essentially what happened here. So essentially, homegirl at some point got some information from a guy by the name of, I think it was Doc Hollywood, who is also the guy from Deal or No Deal. What's his name?
The guy from Deal or No Deal?
Yeah, what's his name?
Bald
guy. I can't think of his name. Howie Mandel.
Howie
Mandel.
Or Mandel.
Apparently it's his son-in-law, I guess. Is some big crypto guy or whatever, and he's the guy who basically kind of led Hawk Tuah Girl behind all of this shit. Okay, we'll mention him here in just a second. Okay, so this tweet that I have here mentions the fact that originally this Hawk coin that they set up, 96% of it was in the supply of one cluster, meaning that a lot of the people who owned this supposed Hawk coin was all basically in on this situation.
Yeah, investors. They were all investors.
Yes. So what she ended up doing was basically selling all of these coin in let me see if I have it here, in this pre-sale basically. So she sold like 95 or 96% of this coin in this pre-sale to investors who were then going to who were then going to sell this coin to her fan base who knows virtually nothing about crypto. And they were going to make all the money and pawn it off to these kids who know nothing about crypto. And they were going to be the ones who lost out on all this money.
I think they end up making $1 million off of the fees. And after they made the money off the fees, the value dropped like precipitously.
Yeah. So there's this foundation that I believe Haliey has set up that made almost $2 million in fees. And so they go through and they try to blame this whole thing on snipers. Oh, unfortunately, all the snipers got to the coin and they're the ones who flooded this thing. But no, because you made more than the snipers even did on the supposed coin. And the snipers were probably involved with you because you pre-sold all the coins. So no, cap. And then they go to this space. They create this space to try to kind of explain everything. And again, Howie Mandel's son-in-law, I guess, is behind all this. He goes on this like 15-minute rant about how the people in crypto are mentally ill and toxic, which is crazy. So all the people involved in this are mentally ill and toxic. Yeah,
except for us, of course.
Right, except for us. And then he basically tells people that they should essentially kiss his ass for helping bring new people to the crypto and meme coin space. Like almost verbatim. Like they should kiss his ass for that. And then in the middle of somebody basically asking for further clarity of this whole situation, the Hawk Tuah Girl basically interrupts this guy asking a question and goes, "Yeah, it's time for bed, guys. I'm out." And then just shuts off the space and hasn't been heard from since. She basically pulls a Judy from Family Matters, goes upstairs, and nobody's seen her or heard from her since. Crazy as fuck.
So the Paul brothers were not involved in the meme coin, I don't believe, but they are signed, or she's signed to Logan Paul's production company. Her podcast is.
Logan Paul actually did a similar rug pull.
Yeah, he did. He did that. He had a crypto scheme going on too. I don't think it was the same thing. I think it was a different coin altogether.
Yeah, but yeah, no, they are involved in business.
That's probably where she got that fucking idea.
Logan
was like, look,
I would agree.
Head, go ahead and hype up the coin, and then just sell it right before you give it to all your customers. Just sell it back to them.
Mm-hmm.
It'll be great. You'll make millions off of fees, and they'll lose hundreds of thousands of dollars. It'll be awesome.
Crazy. It's so crazy. Like, again, you're talking about a fan base who you admit is people who don't really know too much about crypto, and they're obviously fans of Haliey. So you're taking advantage of her fan base. And once they find out all this shit, she's done. If they haven't already found out, which obviously they probably have at this point, you're done. Who's going to trust in you? Who's going to continue to believe in you? You already didn't have that much leverage as an influencer as it is. You said Hawk Tuah spit on that thing and became famous off of that.
Still don't get it, man. There are ladies of the night all over the country who will say that to you and much more, Like, now, which one of those ladies of the night would you give $1 million to? Go to your local action spot, find a streetwalker, and pick one that you would give $1 million to. And that's basically what happened here.
Yeah. Yep.
Because she made a joke about spitting on a wiener.
Right. That's it. That's all she did.
That's it. No discernible talents, no connections that she didn't have or that she had before this rise to fame. Nope, just Hawk Tuah. That's how you spit on a penis.
And became famous.
Overnight sensation.
I saw the two dudes that made her famous exposed her. Yeah, I mean, she tried to sue them to have ownership of the clip that they made, not her. They made it. So fuck her for that too. There are no victims in this story. Yes, there are. If you trusted Hawk Tuah with an investment, give up. Yes, sure. Very unwise to make a financial decision based off of the Hawk Tuah Girl. Still victims though. Unfortunately,
a lot of people don't reconcile with when they do these things. Crypto is not a bank. It's not even the stock market. Like there's nothing to guarantee the funds there, right? Like it is a currency that is based off of the financial reputation of an individual or a group of individuals, a small group of individuals, not a corporation. The interests aren't insured. There's just so much risk to this.
Mm-hmm.
So much risk. And it is also the most scam plentiful money operation that there is right now. There's more people getting done up in this crypto shit than money orders.
Yeah. Yep.
So,
I don't get it. Trust me, I agree. The thought of doing anything financial because of the Hawk Tuah Girl is absolutely crazy. I don't understand it. But at the same time, if you are touched enough to make said financial decision, then you're being exploited. So then in that case, yeah, I would have to call that a victim. But yeah, no, she's done. She's done for in these streets. I'm so happy for it. So, that's my 2 cents on it. Okay, on to my next L.
I'm about to try and read this. My sympathy battery for this kind of nonsense is low. Gally came out of nowhere, next to nothing, and her folks still willing to spend time and money on something famous. Mad thing.
I'm going to say that that's a result of your sickness. You're cold right now.
I thought it was solid.
It was off.
Mad thing.
It wasn't your best British. We'll say that. But I'm gonna blame that on you being sick. That's yikes.
Fuck that. Right.
Yo, my next L. Do you remember discussing Master P's son getting a $2 million NIL deal to play basketball? We discussed this a couple years ago. At this point, it was quite a minute ago. And basically, I think he went to Tennessee State at the time. And so, like I said, it was when NIL was just hitting, and they had signed him to a $2 million deal with some tech company. Right. His name is Hersey Miller. Crazy. $2 million.
No limit $2 million tech deal.
Yeah, I think that's just or in a relation to
signs a no limit $2 million NIL tech deal. What does that even mean?
I think they just put no limit there because it had to do with Master P. I think because it doesn't. There is a limit.
Signed his son to an NIL deal,
huh?
I was about to say he signed his son to an NIL deal. Maybe
I think he might have been involved with it somehow. I can't remember honestly. It was a minute ago. I can't really remember the story. I guess we have it here. Let's see. As hip hop icon Master P's son Hersey Miller cashes in by inking a 4-year brand ambassador deal with tech company Web Apps America that is worth $2 million. It doesn't really say anything about Master P specifically. It's his son though. Anyway,
adopting a Josh-like attitude is not very it's not very promising, my friend.
It is.
We don't need more Joshes in the world, okay?
We need a lot more Joshes, to be honest. Anyway, so that's what we talked about before is the fact that he's obviously Master P's son. NIL had just come out and he got a $2 million deal. A deal that he probably only got because he was Master P's son. And again, he played for I think it was Tennessee State. Do I have that here? Tennessee State. Yep. So HBCU. You want to know what he's doing now?
What's that?
Unfortunately, recently he has gotten arrested. Arrested.
I'm hoping that was the last thing that was happening here.
Yeah. Arrested for stealing refrigerators. Also, not playing for Tennessee State anymore. He's playing for Southern Utah, I think. Yes, the headline reads correctly. He was arrested for allegedly stealing refrigerators for like I think it was $1,500 worth of refrigerators. Now, since I put this in my L list, some more news has come out.
Where?
Okay, so the situation was there were, I think, 2 refrigerators behind some business. It might actually even say that here. Let's see. The appliances were located at the loading dock of the Cedar City, Utah school campus bookstore. So they were at the loading dock. I think they had been eyeing these for a little while. They were just sitting there. They assumed them to be trashed. And so they picked them up, put them in a truck, and took them home. And then they were found caught in 4K on CCTV doing so. And then they found the refrigerators at whatever apartment they were in. Now, they might be able to get off. And I don't know how much of this is to Master P's influence. But because they were assuming, or may have even been told that they were supposed to be trashed, they had just decided on taking them. Like these refrigerators are supposed to be getting rid of.
And this is where again?
This is in Southern Utah.
No, so but like a store.
Campus bookstore.
A campus bookstore. Okay. So you was trying to flip refrigerators out the campus bookstore for $1,500. Fam, your dad is Master P.
Yeah, that's the part
Your dad is Master P. Your dad gave you a $2 million NIL deal 2 years ago. Why are you stealing refrigerators?
I don't get it. I don't understand it.
This is so much worse than Jello Ball stealing a belt from that market in Japan or China or wherever the hell it was.
Yeah, so your dad is Master P. Why do you need refrigerators in the first place?
You're rich beyond all imagination. You've always been rich. Again, As early as 2 years ago, you got $2 million. Why are you flipping refrigerators? What are you? Some people want to be gangsters so damn bad. They want to be bad so bad. They've lived privileged lives. They've had it all laid out for them. They watch other people struggle and feel like that struggle is cool.
Sheesh.
And they try their best to make themselves as poor as possible. Percy Miller, you are Percy Miller's son. You are rich forever. No matter what you do, you're going to have money, boy. Why are you out here trying to steal refrigerators?
I don't get it. I can't. I'm trying to see if there's any sort of thing that they said in response to all of this, but I'm not seeing anything. But I think he's going to get off because his father is Master P and he got the bread to do so. Okay, Hersey and Peter told authorities they thought the fridges were being thrown out since they had been sitting on a loading dock for almost a month, which made them think they could take them. That doesn't even... What? Brock Felder admitted he helped, but claimed that... Oh, Brock Felder's a white guy, by the way. Admitted he helped, but claimed the others were the ones who came up with the idea. That's
and
crazy.
you had somebody with you that's snitching too, so you dumb and dummy. You're dumb and dummy. You're dumb and dumber.
Braden over here said, "Hey, it was their idea. I kind of helped somewhat, but it was their idea. They're the thinkers behind this one."
Dumb.
That's crazy.
Stupid.
That's so crazy. Yikes. So yeah, no rationale. I don't get it. I don't understand it. When it comes to the UnitedHealthCare CEO, I think a lot of us already know about the situation. Obviously, the guy was assassinated. I think he basically pulled up to the guy, shot him, and got away on a e-bike. Obviously, he had kind of been scouting this guy for a little while to know exactly when he'd be leaving. And then the bullets that he shot him with, etched into the bullets themselves were, I think, words that typically go along with the policy of insurance companies. I can't remember the 3 words. They all start with D. Hold on 1 second. I'm going to pull it up really quick.
Deploy, deny, something else like that.
Hold on. Delay, deny, and depose. And I don't know what order that's in. But
delay, deny, and depose.
Yeah.
Yeah, man.
Crazy. Oh. I was just going to say crazy. And I wanted to get your thoughts on it. But then I think the reaction was the main thing. The reaction from so many different people, considering the very polarizing nature of, not even polarizing. I think a lot of people they're fed up with the way that the healthcare system is running in America. And so a lot of people were happy about the fact that this guy got shot and killed, which I take a firm stance of being happy that a person died. But at the same token, I can't say that I'm surprised by the reaction, considering so many different horror stories by people dealing with, some of these insurance companies and dealing with the healthcare system just in general. People going bankrupt because of some of the medical bills that they've come home with. So I guess I just wanted to kind of get your reaction to it.
The list of suspects that it could be for this is like a mile long. Again, deny, deploy. What was the last one?
Delay, deny, depose.
Delay, deny. There you go. Yeah, I mean, it is the sole motivation of the American insurance industry to not pay out as many claims as possible. It is the function of insurance to operate that way. And so when you have a system like that rules over people's lives, their livelihoods, their health, it's not really that far out to think that they would cheer on someone's demise who has wantonly made profit off of their demise for so many years. It gets hard to feel bad for a person who does the type of things that these individuals do. Not to mention, this man was about to be called up on Capitol Hill for a money-making scheme through his own insurance provider, as it was. He was already cut a deal and was going to testify for whatever, scheme UnitedHealthCare had going on. So was he a good person? Seems like no. Is it right to cheer on his death? No. Am I mad at people? No. No. I'm not at all.
That's pretty much what I'm going for. Yeah, I think it just met this weird crossroads of this eat the rich philosophy, and obviously take down the 1%ers and stuff like that. And then on top of that, this person made their money in the healthcare system, which so many people see, like I said, different horror stories and things like that. The fact that he's making, I think his net worth was $43 million. And yet, there's people constantly going bankrupt due to healthcare debt for procedures that they have to get done. At the same time, like I said, I do follow the code of not laughing at somebody when they pass, obviously, but at the same time, I can understand what would drive a person to that level in this case. But nonetheless, I guess prayers to everybody involved in this case is my reaction specifically.
Sure.
Yeah.
I'm giving another dub out to Paul Walter. If that name sounds familiar, he's an actor. Most prominent role, I believe, would be in the role of Richard Jewell in that Clint Eastwood movie they made about the dude who made the bomb threats during the 2020 election. He actually gave one of the better quotes, I think, from not just a human being, but an actor in Hollywood, one that is not extremely vapid and egotistical. He gave his film out of 5 rating of 3.5 stars for Richard Jewell. Wasn't a great movie, kind of middle of the road. Wasn't terrible, but it was all right. Right? He's in the movie. Gives it a 3.5. That's an average score. That's an average score. Then he has to come back on Twitter and defend it. He's like, man, hold on. A 5 out of 5 is Shawshank Redemption. Are y'all trying to convince me that Richard Jewell was Shawshank Redemption? You're mad at me for my 3.5?
That's crazy.
And then he just says, I need to get off Twitter for a while. So they bullied
That's
him. That's
crazy that somebody could be so honest.
They bullied him off of the app because of it, but I'll give him a dub for the honesty.
Yeah, no, he should allowed to be honest about his own work. What are we doing?
Average is not terrible. Average is what people mostly used to fall into before it became a bad thing.
Yeah.
Byron Allen getting a dub for me. Where you at, Byron? Where you at? Byron Allen sued McDonald's for a $10 billion lawsuit over not advertising with Black-owned media. There was an appellate court that decided to let that go to trial. So he has a $10 billion lawsuit versus McDonald's for not advertising with Black-owned media companies.
I'm confused. What? Really?
$10 billion.
I feel like I remember. Oh shit, wrong one. I feel like I remember all the McDonald's commercials on like BET where they're singing R&B and.
Now I don't know how it's going to work out.
Black-owned media company.
Black-owned media company. BET is not Black-owned.
Ooh, yeah, no, that's a fact. That's a fact. I didn't think about that.
Yep.
Huh. I hope he wins.
I hope he wins as well.
I hope he wins. That's interesting.
Byron Allen and RFK are going to single-handedly take out McDonald's. Watch.
That's crazy. But you're right. You're absolutely right. Actually, I don't know if RFK wants part of that. But if he's going to be in Trump's administration, Trump doesn't want that.
Trump loves McDonald's.
Loves it.
Just put him a McDonald's in the White House and we'll shut all the rest of them down.
There you go. Yeah, I think he'd go for that.
He'll love that. He'll love it.
I have the only McDonald's in the world.
Unlimited diet Cokes. I have unlimited diet.
Big Mac the size of your head.
That was Byron Allen. Oh, Stephen A. Smith is getting a dub from me. Apparently, him and ESPN are eyeing a $120 million deal. My boy has a rookie extension in the NBA contract coming from ESPN. So that's what's up. 120 M's is crazy.
Yes. Get your money, black man.
So I wonder what this does for the rest of the on-air talent. If you're paying Shannon, or excuse me, you're paying Steven 120, you paying Shannon and Pat McAfee north of 50. Okay, so McAfee show and First Take is fine. What about the rest of like your viewership? How are you going to balance the rest of these shows out? And I feel like they did that when they fired a lot of their on-screen talent, you know, when they were doing those layoffs, your Jalen Roses, your Doug Gottliebs, your you know, there were a bunch of people that got let go. But I felt like there were going to be obvious voids that opened up on a lot of these shows, which that was true. I don't know if paying Stephen A more money helps you with that, but
yeah, no, that's
get your bread.
it's gonna be a tough task for sure. Chillmonger, what do you think the answer to this is? What do you think? What do you think?
Okay. Oh, Kendrick getting a dub for me. Kendrick gets a dub for me because he has the #1 streamed album in what country, Josh? In what country?
Canada.
Yes, sir. #1 streamed album in Canada this month.
I was actually going to say the U.S., but then I'm like, no, he's saying
so much for
Canada.
Spotify pushing a song that nobody wants. Your hometown wants it. Your entire country wants it.
Chillmonger's a fan.
I don't know. Free Palestine.
I'm actually surprised that I think Kendrick was my #1 on my Apple Music replay
for 2024.
I think it was Future.
Let me see what my number was next. I actually didn't look at it yet.
I posted it. I can't remember what it is now. I posted it on like whenever it came out Monday. But I think it was Future. But that makes sense though. Future dropped 3 albums this year. And then Kendrick just dropped his album in November. So I mean, it's not that crazy.
Moving on from that, I got a toss up. I want to send out my thoughts and prayers to Woj, Adrian Wojnarowski, who just announced that he is going through a bout with prostate cancer.
Yeah.
And I believe that was revealed to be one of the reasons why he left ESPN. So, again, thoughts and prayers. Definitely, praying for the best outcome for Woj.
Absolutely.
Definitely don't want to hear that, but seems like he's in good spirits right now. He gave some interviews with Up in Smoke and some other people this week. So he at least seems to be doing okay right now.
Yeah, no, definitely hoping for the best for him in this case.
Amazon getting an L for me. Amazon is in some legal trouble in was it DC? Let me see.
Can't be giving L's to Amazon, bro. I get all my stuff from Amazon. What's up with
Amazon itself is an L.
I get all my stuff from Amazon, bro. Chill out.
Well, get in your car and go shop.
No. I have Prime. It shows up the next day.
Yeah, it was in DC. DC has sued the District of Columbia has sued Amazon, claiming it secretly stopped providing fast deliveries to residents in 2 predominantly Black neighborhoods while still charging for Prime.
Fuck Amazon. Yeah, no, if Amazon ever did some shit like that to me, I'd be pissed. And since I'm Black and they are Black, yeah, no, fuck that.
Like, at least give me the discount. If you in like a surge time, you can't get in there quick, cool. Give me my discount on my shipping.
Relax. Or cut my subscription. You're not willing to drive here anymore on time.
Yeah, I was about to say, I think they're delivering them. It's just very delayed, very much so delayed. And they're getting charged for Prime delivery. So,
no, fuck that. Fuck that.
So, yeah, that's crooked ass Amazon.
Relax.
Last L I got is going out to Ja Morant.
Giving Ja Morant an L, bro.
The worst quote a child who grew up in a 2-family household could ever give.
Now,
I'm afraid. We were just talking about Hersey Miller, right? And just wanting to be gangster so bad.
Yeah.
This is 10 times worse. This is an actual quote to Drew Hill from Ja Morant. Ja Morant says, Derrick Rose taught him how to be a man.
Huh? Ja, your father is still on the sidelines of your game.
T. Morant married your mom. He had your siblings by the same woman. Y'all have a middle upper class suburban home with a basketball court in the backyard. Your daddy is willing to squabble with other NBA players when they talk shit to you on the court. You have a dad, like a 90s sitcom white dad. He don't look that way, but the actions are absolutely that. White
supported you the entire way through.
Great education. Fam, Derrick Rose taught you how to be a man? I would be disgusted with you. You can't come home for Thanksgiving or Christmas. Go stay with Derrick Rose, nigga. Go stay with Derrick Rose. Don't come
That's
back in here. Don't come to
crazy.
T's house. You can't come to T. Morant's house. I didn't teach you nothing, apparently. Apparently, I put you out in the world, right? With nothing, with no tools, without good leadership. I guess I'm Drake. How do you fix your mouth to look at a man who put you in the NBA? Put you through AAU, put you through all the basketball camps so you can get recruited, paid all that money for that training and your shoes and your equipment. And Derrick Rose taught you how to be a man?
Oh,
niggas want to be gangster so fucking bad. I have to find a tattooed from neck to wrist individual to be my new dad. Even though I had one. I grew up in a 2-parent household, but I need a new gangster NBA daddy.
I can't imagine somebody with their father there the entire way saying something like this about their father.
Literally, this is all this man want to do.
Shout out to my pops.
He want to do hood rat things with his friends. He want to smoke with cigarettes. That's all he want to do. He wants to do bad shit. He wants to be on the internet toting guns with niggas who have no business being around him still. He wants Derrick Rose to be his papa.
Well, then call Derrick Rose your OG, not your father.
You can't come home.
Whatever he said.
You can't come home. We will FaceTime you on Christmas. Don't you walk back around here. Don't you come back in here. No.
I don't know what context he said this in, but I can guarantee you there was a better way to say whatever he was trying to say.
There's no context for another grown man, one of my peers at this point, being my dad.
My point exactly.
There's no context for he showed me how to be a man. You were supposed to be a man coming into the league.
Whatever you were trying to say would have been said better some other way. 2
years at Murray State. You 22 years old. What are you saying, family? What are you talking about? Ultimate disrespect to your father.
That's a diss. That's definitely a diss.
That is a diss. That's definitely a diss.
Absolutely.
That's it for my list, though.
Bet. Okay. I don't call Jeff Bezos this, by the way. Let me find out Amazon ain't trying to go to Anacostia. Like, if they're not trying to show up on time to my spot and I'm paying extra, nah, fuck that. Fuck that.
If you ain't come in for no chili, then what you come for?
Yikes. But this doesn't happen if black representation was on Hollywood's agenda in his lifetime.
Sure, that is exactly what it is.
His father is right there in his house.
I was about to say, John Morant has nothing. He ain't got no problem with being. He grew up in a suburban lifestyle, y'all. He just got money all of a sudden, so his money can afford him the gangsterism. I can buy guns. I can buy all this shit. You know what I'm saying? I can buy my persona now. But maybe an affinity for rap culture is the problem.
Yeah, it's the rap music. It's the rap music. It's the rap music, and y'all be on that phone. That's what it is. All right. Any other things that we got to go over behind the cave, W's and L's, anything like that at all?
That's it for me.
I know you want to get better. I know you.
Yeah. Thank you all for hanging in there with me on this very cough and sneeze filled Sunday. Tell us what you thought about our dubs and L's. Put your dubs and L's in the comment prompt below. Like, share, subscribe. As always, we'll be here on Sunday afternoons doing these around 3:30, 4 o'clock. Come back, like, share, subscribe some more.
Absolutely. Make sure you check out our W's and L's in the playlist. See what we talked about in previous weeks. And then obviously Wednesday at 10 o'clock is when W's and L's comes out. So make sure you check it out. On that note, peace. Chat, it's been real. Enjoyed this. Marcus, go ahead and get some rest, dog. You need to go to sleep. You just need to sleep it off. Sleep it off, cough syrup, chicken noodle soup. So go do that now.
Trying.
All right, y'all. Peace.